the market is here, and Seattle is very interested. LA is very interested. I think China will be very interested. I think Europe will be very interested, and I think we have a real opportunity to grow a broad-based economy.
Thank you, Mr. Broom. And I have to apologize for the giggling in the back. Folks, look. Folks. If you want to speak, you will have an opportunity to speak. But I will not tolerate inappropriate behavior in the council chambers. Giggling and laughing is inappropriate. You will have your 3 minutes. That's fine. Go ahead and sign up. But this is an opportunity for Mr. Broom to make a presentation. So please respect that. Thank you. Yeah. Are there any other questions?
Take us to Section 5, public comment.
I must caution you, though, the council extends to you 3 minutes to make your presentation. At 2 minutes, the color of the timer will then change. You will have 1 minute to summarize. We would like to try to stick to that because all of us have families that we have to go to, and we're trying to expedite the city's businesses as much as possible. So again, you have 3 minutes, 2 minutes to make your presentation. The last minute is to summarize. When you see that the buzzer is, or the timer has turned red, that means your time is over. So our next speaker is Barbara Patterson. Barbara? Okay, Nancy Record. Nancy Record. Following Nancy is Gary Sibner.
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor. Point of order. Point of order. I believe under the
Mr. Lee, this is not a discussion. I know. Look, sir. If you want to say something, fill the form out. Otherwise, I'm going to interrupt you because you've done this before to come and interrupt. This is not how the meeting's going to run. No, sir. No, sir. You've done this before. You're very rude. You're bullying, and then you do this repeatedly, sir. If you want to fill something, go ahead and fill it out. Our next speaker, please.
I understand I can't yield my time, so I'll just stand here.
Hi. I first want to say that I was disappointed that we had to listen to almost 45 minutes of Barry Broom, and then were admonished. Some people were admonished for laughing at some of the things because they were pretty funny, and we kind of can't control when you laugh at things that are outrageous and funny. So,
Okay, it looks like we've got a little bit of a disconnect with this dais and the citizens by just watching what this woman just went through. Not giving people, this is every 2 weeks, you guys give the citizens 3 minutes. Every 2 weeks, 3 minutes. I understand you're busy. I understand you have long agendas. I understand it's important that we get through everybody. But it's also important that if somebody wants to waive their time to talk about something that's extremely important to them, you owe them that time to waive their time and give it to someone else so they can make their point maybe more eloquently than maybe they could have. And to do that, and without giving it, as I understand it, the Roberts Rules of Order, which you're supposed to follow up there, indicate before you can not have someone not waive their time, you have to announce that. You did not announce that. Therefore, it is proper for them to waive their time, and you cannot do anything about that. You have to let them waive their time because this is a democracy. This is the people coming to before their government and saying, we have some issues, we have some problems, you need to listen to us. And you didn't allow that to happen, and you're out of order for doing that. You have to understand that. These people have 3 minutes every 2 weeks. Give these people a chance to be heard from our government. That's all I'm asking. And you were wrong not to allow her to waive her time and give it to someone else that could maybe make the argument a little more eloquently than she could have. Maybe she's nervous. She's never spoken in public before. You need to have these people, give them their opportunity to speak. It's wrong to quash their ability to come before their government and practice democracy. Thank you.
So, Mr. Lee, thank you for your input. And it's never been a tradition within the city where a speaker yields remaining of their time for the following speaker.
But as your city clerk, I am not aware where there is folks that have ceded time. What folks may be seeing is during public hearings, there are applicants. They do have the ability to have their spokespeople speak, but we do not have any tradition. If that were the case, we could end up having folks just come and sign up, and we could have an hour and a half of comment from one individual speaking, and that has
Now,
not been a practice.
A follow-up question.
With that said, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to echo many sentiments that I've heard tonight, and I wasn't planning on speaking, but I've been very compelled to speak. Part of the reason I felt compelled to speak, Mr. Mayor, is because of the way you admonished your audience today for simple laughter. By your visibly hostile environment, I do business in 11 municipalities. I have been to city council meetings, school board meetings, and had customers like Stanford University, City and County of San Francisco, and I've never seen anybody be yelled at like I've seen today. But my frustration predates my arrival here today. Like others, I'm here to speak against the CNU project.
First of all, Jason, with all due respect, during the Walmart, Linda Ford stood up here with 20 people, and we yielded our time one by one. So it has been done. You just have to request it ahead of time, or we have to be told there will be no yielding of time, and you should remember that because you were here, because you're the only one who was around. When you were on the Planning Commission from day one of incorporation, you were part of approving all the... Listen, I will tell you this. All of you do not have power. You hold power. You hold power given to you by us. And until you realize that, none of you belong to be up there. You hold power. You do not have it. We give it to you. We give it to you with one voice and one vote. And that is the most precious thing that any of us who go to the polling place can do, is give you our vote to represent us. And are you doing that now? I think you better look in the mirror and decide for yourselves if you are.
Thank you, ma'am.